Hello there, everyone. This is Neko here, getting ready to play the Infected. Yep, it's been some time. I know this series is mostly just going to be a quick build or a building series, not really much else, because the only thing they did was they changed up some of the land so there's more flat areas, and they added in two biomes. You have redwood and you. Uh, That I thought I was under attack. But anyways, you've got redwood and desert, and then they've also made it where you can now see the markers of where all those towns and cities are, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And then they added in a trader system. So, like I said, they didn't do much, but we're gonna go do a building and have some fun. My location I'm gonna choose is gonna be up here, but along the way we're gonna be raiding at least this place, probably this place, and that place. And then potentially there. I don't know if I'll get them all in this video, but we will be doing at least, ooh, there goes the cheat. We will be doing at least one building raid because they changed up the way technology works too. I'll probably, depending on how things go, we'll end up maybe doing another video, another series and stuff. As depending on another change. Another fun thing is if you're next to a vehicle like this, you can search. Although you seem to get off at the same time. Don't really need those right now. We will take those because the less of those we have to find or make. Oops. The better, because that's gonna make it easier. Speaking of, they made a lot of recipes were locked behind tech points. In other words, some that were not recipes are now, or locked technologies are now locked, which means we're gonna have to explore a lot more if we're gonna want to get, and then we have to pick and choose what's most important. Admittedly, I kind of miss the ability. I don't remember if they had the ability where you can loot while on. Ooh, we'll take that and that. Ooh, we don't need to worry about that for now, so we'll drop that and get going. But this build that I have planned, you'll see when I get there. But for now, we need to do a little bit of looting and a little bit of fighting. If I remember correctly. Yeah, we're gonna turn down this road here, and we're gonna see if there's anything here. Depending on how things go, I may end up turning off the stat depletion and increasing my, or not depletion stat, but turning off, whatever, turning off the sun resistance, because sometimes that gets annoying as hell because it burns too quickly, in my personal opinion. Ooh, wire's gonna be helpful. Empty can will be helpful. Don't care about that right now. I basically, if you're wondering how I got the ATV, or you're wondering about it, you can check out my previous series. Most of this is pretty simple to find. In the lighthouse, you can find basically everything you need. And they make it very obvious as long as you're paying attention. I will say that the spear or the shield's going to be important when it comes, and it looks like there's a boss here. Oh, we're being double teamed. Oh. Wait. As long as we don't get flanked, we're good to go. Shield as, ooh, that is a very, very good reward right off the bat. Holy flip nuggets. If I can get 3 or more of those, my water problem will be solved quite easily. This is another thing, is gas. You can find that in this. This will help out with that. Frogs are going to be basically your main source of food. Ew. But we're here to try and find some technologies. I do not know how the technologies will work now, because I feel like with how many more are locked behind stuff, I feel like there should be a lot more oh, like that. Ooh. Yeah. You know what? We'll take it for now. We can always drop it later. Ooh, that's gonna be useful for later. So now we can either save them and then learn what we need as we go. But as you can see here, there's, what else? Actually, I'm trying to figure out, the forge is one that was, not a locked technology. The drying rack, weapon rack, in other words, all the racks were not locked. The grinders were not locked. The extractors were not locked. I don't think mixer was. We're gonna need this at some point. The barn, sink, greenhouse. So, based on what I can tell, I'm gonna want the butcher's table and the mineral extractor technology first, because once I can get those going, and then after that, I'm gonna want to go for the brick forge and then the racks, because those gonna be, looks like, the most important order to find. Ooh. Also, if you loot in the beginning like this, if you're lucky, you can find a bunch of nails, and that means you can actually skip certain things, or not skip, but not have to build so many things, which will be very helpful. That's the other thing, is in the beginning, you've got to play Tetris. Also, you can rotate stuff. If you use your mouse wheel, you can rotate things into different positions. And I'm gonna have to see if I can actually dump some stuff off. Ah. I don't know how many episodes it'll take to get me to where I need to be, but yeah. Alright, we can dump that, and we can move that. Take that, dump that, that. What else can we dump? Alright, looks like not much else, so I might just trash some of these rocks. Mostly because I want to have the ability to store stuff. But looting in the beginning is definitely going to help you out, especially when it's that many less nails. You need that many less aids and other things. Sometimes there are kits in the bathtub, so I recommend keeping an eye out for that. And, ooh, that's going to be useful later, but not right now. I'll take that and that. I don't need a bunch of rope, so there we go. Actually, I just dropped this because I drop it because I want to. Ooh. Oh. Those are worth quite a bit of money. Wire's worth quite a bit. Plastic. First aids. Neat. I'll have to that's gonna make finding or getting money a little bit easier. Ooh, Kevlar. Glass. Pick and choose time. We've already got 5 of these, so glass is going to be helpful for later, mostly for the greenhouse. Alright, I only found one. Let's head on. Oh, he's back already. Hi. Whee. Yes, yes, you're following me. I don't want you to. Woo, goodbye. We're gonna try and hit up another location on our way up, and then it might be the end of the episode, but if you stick around long enough on this series, you'll eventually see what the hell I have planned to build. And it involves the new places. I never really got to finish the last one because we still are missing some building pieces that I would appreciate in the future. We're gonna have to take a left. You can drive without a, or you can drive with the map up. You just gotta be careful because sometimes you could wreck into things. But these are what I have planned to build. But it's also gonna require oh wow, I'm surprised I didn't make that bird go splat. But yeah, it's gonna be quite the interesting build. I am curious though if it's gonna keep me safe. The biggest problem I have is actually gonna be, what do you call it? Distance, because of the land claim pole. Also, it should theoretically keep me safe. Theoretically. I do have some ultimate defense tips, tricks, and helpful hints that you could try. But if you're gonna do that, at that point, you might as well not even have the game on. Some of the things I have planned, I'm not even sure if Mike's gonna work with them. Because I have one hell of a plan coming up. Normally, I would cut out most of this because it's literally just me traveling from one point to the next. But hey, at least you'll see what this is like. Plus, there's some areas we can, depending on how this works, I may cut across here and get there just to save some time. I just gotta figure out where and when to do it, and if it's even possible. Alright, I think I can cut across through here, but that means playing dodge the trees, and that can be a pain sometimes. It's also dodge the rocks. I will say, using the truck through places like this is definitely not something you want to do. Alright. We should be heading this way. You can drive your vehicles through the water, which is a bonus. Thankfully. That would have sucked if you can't drive. And hey, look at that. We found the next location. Alright, through the water. Hop off. Pull out my spear, which is half broke. We're gonna loot. Oops. Ooh, lead. I'll have to, some of the stuff. Ooh, yes. We're gonna have to actually look at pick up later. The one thing that sucks about looting when you have a small inventory or small pack size is that you can't actually get very much. And you know what? We can get a lot of these. These are taking up so much room, unnecessary amount of room. And I'm assuming it's only one tech point per piece, which if so, that's going to be great. If not, then we're going to have to figure out what the hell to do. And, Alright, well, that's full. It's getting late. We'll have to come back to that. We'll grab that. Eggs. Potato. Fish meat. Ooh, that's gonna be a bone spear. 2 of them, actually. Which means once this breaks, we can make stronger weapons. Feathers are gonna be important, but that's gonna be later on. You know what? We'll drop this since we're gonna be looting. Alright. That's gonna be important later on. That is gonna be... We'll leave the can for now. Medic bandages, they're gonna help out. Yep. Electronics, like I said, they're gonna help out. Nope. Yes, yes. Part of the reason why you want to collect plastic, as much plastic as soon as possible. Oh, it's raining. Is because it's gonna help you out with the truck. You're gonna need quite a bit of it, and the less you have to make yourself, the sooner you can get your truck up and running. Oh, there's a double idiot. Ow. Ooh. Oh no. Yep. Supposedly the bandages now require aloe vera, but that's not... Oh nice, I got 2 of them back for that. Sweet. Ooh, copper. Yes, please. This is part of the reason why I suggest looting. Glass and that, and potatoes. Pumpkin is what you want to grow in the beginning because they're a nice biofuel. You don't want to load up on too much coal because it becomes real easy. Ooh, I'm gonna have to cook that. Ew, corn. I don't think corn should exist as a food. Personal opinion. Alright, we got 2 points. That should help us out quite a bit. Splints. Tallow. Alright, let's see if there's any more. Okay, well, I think this place is rather cleared out. So that's done, that's done. Realistically, you can find tech all over the place, including in spots you wouldn't think you would find it. Like, there's been some on the side of the... here. I think there's been some, like, on the side of this, although that could be my imagination, and a few other things. Loot does respawn about every 10-ish days, so it should be alright. We're gonna eat that for the water. We'll take that, and we don't really need that. Thankfully, these show whether or not you actually looted, and I should really be picking up the feathers. Ooh. Mostly because they're going to be needed. We're full on that for now, so we'll leave that alone. Ooh, yes, snails. Those are without a doubt something you're going to need to pick up. If you come across them, especially if you can get 10 of them, if you can get 10, you're good, you're set for the next important item, which is going to be the log cart, depending on where you're building. Alright, we need the dump. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm gonna do the next episodes right after each other because they're gonna be looting episodes, and then we'll get to the building. Yeah. Alright, we're half full. You know what? Just because, we'll take this and I didn't even see you. those guys can do multi-attacks. Ooh. At the rate things are going, we're gonna be good to go. Because that's two. If I can get a third one, we're going to be making ourselves a itempedia. I believe in here. This, it takes 3 aluminum ingots, and it holds 200 water. I think I cleared this out. We're gonna double check. And actually, you know, I think we're gonna go a little bit long on this episode, because this is the start off and the loot and all that fun stuff. Oops. On top of that, the next location isn't too far. We just basically head straight. I will tell you, you've got about 2 days, 3 days before the attacks start happening. But that's once you've placed down a land claim pole and start building within those times. Alright, we need to head this way. I'm hoping by the next episode I'll have the next like 2-3 locations looted and at my build site by then. Let's just hope we can get one more aluminum. And once you start building land claim poles, you'll trigger enemy camps. They'll spawn within certain distances around them. So at that point, you'll have to start being careful. Oh. I didn't expect it to be this close. Hi. Ow. I wonder if... Ooh, copper. Copper's another good one because there's a couple of benches you're gonna need. I think it was like circular saw bench. That's one of the ones I kind of want, but that's gonna have to be less priority. I really hate this. We're having being such a limited amount of space. Screws are important, but they're going to be a little bit later. Biofuel, that's going to be something that's a little bit later. I think... Ooh, pumpkin seeds. That's going to help with biofuel. I don't know how much longer those kidneys or whatever are going to last, but if you can, right now in the beginning, you're going to want to cook them up. Because you don't have the appropriate benches to make what you need from them. And if you don't, it's going to be a waste, especially if you don't have the, whatever you call it, the one bench, what was it called? The butcher bench. If you don't have that, you're going to be losing out on stuff. That's why I'm planning to get that as one of my items, but I'm gonna have to look through some of the stuff. It's getting nighttime. I don't have anything built, no torches, no nothing. Ooh, small kits. We don't really need that now. We'll take that and that. I do kind of wish we could build some of these items around our place, like a bathtub, toilet, wall lights, sink and mirror, even if they don't actually work. In other words, a couple of decorative items. Things used to be out on shelves and stuff like this, but I don't know if they are anymore. Ooh, yes. Ooh, meat. You know what? We're gonna need drink some water at some point. Too bad these didn't give you, thirst. Oh, sweet. There's a little bit of thirst. We're gonna have to... Oh, here we are, another point. We got 3 points, so we're doing pretty good. So once we get where we need to, we'll actually be able... Oh, no, I gotta make room. You know what? I want to keep that. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. Glass, yeah, we can get that easily. Potatoes, pumpkins, onions. You know what? We can get this very easily. Ooh, yes. That's gonna be... I'm gonna be... Ooh. Uh... Dang it. You know, I can actually dump some stuff. Problem is I don't want to keep fighting enemies every time I come in and out, in and out. Especially when there's multiple. I do wish the inventory on this was a little bit bigger. Like, if it was me, I would shift this here so that it sits right here, and another one sits right there. And then I would take on here, and I would put... Actually, if I plan to put animals... If this was real life, I would put animals there. But if I don't plan to use animals, I would put at least one there and one there. So if we could rearrange these, that would be really nice. By the way, there's no point in shutting these other than, I guess, listening for the sound of the enemies, because they can open and close doors now, which means you're no longer safe. Alright. You can right click, or shift and right click and all that. And there's also alt. Alt right click does like one at a time. Shift does all of them. At least last time. Ooh. At least the last time I remembered. Ooh. Alright. So we've done that one. We've done that one. We've got those two, and we've got this idiot to deal with. Oh. I gotta run because I gotta make a spear. I didn't expect my spear to break on me. That's a bug that's happening because, as you could tell, I had a lot more durability than that. There's a certain distance these guys can go before... There we go. Before they disappear. Alright. For now, we need sticks and other items, so... If you want to speed chop, you simply left click, then block, and this will cut the animation, and it'll allow you to cut faster. It may not be much faster, but it does make some room. Alright, give me the sticks. Really? All full? Alright. Some neat things is you can go to Itempedia, and then you can click on stuff like this, and then craft, and then you can repeat if you've got the materials. Like, I'm one stick short, and I think I'm also some fiber short, which you know what, we'll get a little bit more fiber. Perfect. Alright, Itempedia. Sometimes if you remember the recipe, it's faster to do that than it is to go in here. But not everybody can remember that well. I kind of remember the bone spear, at least. Haha. You thought you could get... Ooh, yes, there we go. We've got ourselves a thing. That means once I... Mother effer. You had nothing on you. That means once I get to my build zone, I've got to get myself... Ooh. No, give me that. Watermelons, that would be nice. Water would definitely... Ooh, yes. We're 3 away from being able to build the cart. Which means if I stop at one more location, I should theoretically be able to build it if I get lucky. Ooh. Ooh, wire. Wire is always helpful. Even if you don't need it right away. Kevlar is also helpful. There are certain items you want to get, no ifs, ands, or buts, even if you don't need them right away. And we're gonna need to start eating some more, whatever you call it. Watermelons and cucumbers and other items with liquids in them. Ooh. Oh, wow. Here we go. Alright. I'm not sure if that milk's good or bad. Like, how long has this apocalypse been going on? Oop. I can grab that. Nah. Alright. One more spot. Then we're gonna head on to the... Or actually, 2 more spots, I think. Okay, 1 more. Then... Oh yeah, don't forget to check the mailboxes. Sometimes they hold stuff in them. And don't forget to check around the places. As you see, some places have stuff like this. Ooh, plastics. Speak of the devil. We're gonna have to make a dump. And then you've got stuff like this, which has mechanical parts and other things like that. They don't always have these items in it. Ooh. Oh, we're full. That means I've got to drop some stuff or eat some stuff. Drop you. Eat you. Eat you. Perfect. Wait, I think next episode I'm actually gonna just simply go straight to my build location. Mostly so I can actually start getting some stuff down. So that I'm not encumbered all the time, because as you can see here, I'm practically full, and I've got like nothing left to be able to move around, which is not good. That's fragments. I think there was a spot I wanted. Yes, this, and then there was, I think, this, and... No. Alright, before we get too full, I'm gonna have to call it an episode here. So, oops, if you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, well, I understand. I mostly just ran around looting and getting everything and catching you guys up on a lot of crud. And if you want to see more of this series, well, you can always check out other series I've done. And if you want to see more of the series as I progress, because this is the first episode for this one, you can always check out the in-screen credits. And if you want to see other games I play, make sure to check out my channel. I do play other games in the process. And if you want to be added onto the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain period of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed, and you come back for more. I'm gonna get to the next location, and, well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna get to this location, and then this location, and then we're gonna, be at our building spot. So, bye-bye!